Welcome back, everyone, to our next episode in this ongoing saga in Crusader Kings 3. It is 1330, so we have about 120 years left to go in this game before we switch it over to Europa Universalis 4. This is the world as it looks, and look at the Byzantine Empire, the amount of territory that they control, and look at Jerusalem. Christianity is in great control. Islam is certainly minor compared to where it was historically at this point. So it's interesting to see how this is all going to fall out by the time we get to the 1450s. Obviously, I want to try and take over as much of France as I possibly can, and then think about maybe pushing back the Muslim hordes in Iberia, but we'll get to that. The Holy Roman Empire controls some of that territory too. So obviously by the time we get to EU4, Holy Roman Empire and the Byzantine Empire are going to be the major threats to me in the world, but maybe something up in Scandinavia as well, because Norway's pretty powerful. All right, so where we're at right now, there's a couple of things we need to do. One of which is I'm looking at my grandsons. Edward and Henry, 19 and 17, both able to marry. Neither one are actually married at the moment. Obviously, at some point, barring a tragedy of some sort, Edward will eventually inherit the throne of Britannia. So let's try and find the highest ranking person we can get to maybe marry him into. I'm thinking maybe let's take a look and see what things look like, say, in Aquitaine. Because I'm thinking maybe if we're going to continue to go after France, it would be good to have Aquitaine as an ally. Although it would also be very good to have the Holy Roman Empire as an ally. So we'll look at those options. Aquitaine's got some really good options available. I'm thinking Miguel, he's already betrothed. Darn it. Well, that's no good. How about Blasi of Aquitaine? Not betrothed. So he's a dishonorable villain, but we won't let that stand in the way. Let's see what we can do here. Who do we have available? My daughter, Princess Aelswith, would be the perfect choice for him. Let's go ahead. I doubt we'll get a match. We can get a matrilineal marriage out of this. Even better. So Aquitaine would be okay with that, and I'm okay with that too. So let's go ahead and do that. We've maxed out the diplomat tree for our diplomacy lifestyle. Obviously, I'm getting a little older, but I think at this point, I'm going to go stewardship if I can. Am I able to do that? No, I guess not. Can we even switch this? It looks like we are pretty much maxed out, and there's nothing we can really do at this point. I don't want to reset those. So I guess we've done all we can. What else do we have? We still have our grandson available to marry someone. Let's take a look at the Holy Roman Empire. Holy Roman Emperor is 51. Kaiser Berard. All right, let's see. He's got an 8-year-old daughter. A 10-year-old daughter as well. And she is not betrothed. Okay. She's shy, she's charming, she's quick, she's ill. That's not necessarily the best. But how about she's, what, 10 years old? All right, we're going to go ahead and see if we can betroth her. Oh, they're related. There's a risk of their children being inbred. How are they related exactly? So it must be through somebody that I've married. Miguel of Aquitaine was one of her grandparents, as was the Kaiser. Kaiser Martin. That's right. I think my wife, the Empress. No, it's not through her. Not entirely sure where the relation comes in, but obviously it's somewhere. All right, so maybe we don't want to do that then. We don't want to have the inbred issue. Let's take our chances. I really need that alliance. Okay. Darn King of Aquitaine has called me to honor my alliance. So he's fighting against Auvergne and Provence. That's not a huge deal, honestly. Yeah, I'll help you out, dude. Why not? I'm not going to... Holy cow, he's at minus 94% already? That war just started. It's probably not even worth it for me to get involved in that one. My daughter's been given birth to a son. Christian works. Yeah, we'll go Christian. All of my children just got the groomed to rule bonus, so it gave them a bunch of bonuses to skills, which is really nice that gives that to them, even though I've already raised them for the most part. All right, where are we at on conquering territory from France? I can declare war on the King of France to force vassalization, but he still holds too many counties to be able to do that. So we're going to have to continue to grab counties from him. My sister has given birth to a daughter, so lots of children being born. In fact, we should probably go ahead and take a look at where things stand with the dynasty. We're working on getting to well-known. 99 living members of the Greenhill dynasty in 9 houses. And you can see each of those houses here. There's a Greenhill Glasgow line with 6 members. That's pretty cool. And you can see how many men each one of them commands. Obviously, myself, I have 20 members in the main Greenhill house. Let's take a look at the dynasty tree real quick. Oh yeah, that's awesome. It's so huge, and we can go back a lot further than that. So of course here I am. And then there's my brother, King Edward III. We've got my other brother, King Adred, who has since passed away. Prince Alfstan, my youngest brother. My sisters. One sister I've got in prison right now. And then, of course, here are my grandchildren. Edward, Henry, Juliana, Edgith, and Christian, who was just born. And, of course, we still have Prince Edward, who we need to marry off. Princess Elizabeth can be married off as well. So let's... Oh, she is married. Okay. To my Chancellor. We need to marry off Prince Edward. Okay, pretty cool looking uniform he's got going on there. Is he part of the Teutonic Knights or something? Order member. He is. Okay. He serves in a militarized holy order. That is awesome. I love that. He's terrified due to my dreadful reputation. Interesting. So he's part of the Knights Hospitalier. Okay. Very cool. So does that mean he can't marry? I don't know what the rules are on that, but I feel like it does mean that. Okay, cool. This is not okay. Not okay. It has not escaped my notice that my sister Ailswith is a very good-looking woman. The way she smiles and shuffles from foot to foot never fails to make my heart flutter. Dude, no, 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 no. No, no, whatever it means, I want more of it. No, no, you don't. You do not want more of it. Okay, see it done. County of Anjou. We've got a claim on it. What's France's military look like? Pretty powerful, actually. It's not going to be easy, but we've got a ton of money. Let's get a new spy master. Nice, 26. I want to look at my knights real quick, because I haven't looked at my knights for a while. We've got 12 knights available to us. None particularly powerful outside of Duke Walter, honestly. Let's recruit this guy to court, so we'll get him in there. I'm forbidding my brother, King Edward, although I don't know that that's necessarily something I have to do at this point. But man, we've got some rather weak knights. I'm going to invite some knights. We've got plenty of prestige points to be able to do that with. So let's see if we can get something a little better than what we had. Awesome. Yeah, that's a good start right there. We've got the money. We may as well use it. See if we can get anybody else. I'm proud to see my daughter no longer as a child, but as an adult. Ailswith. All right, we're going to have to declare war on the King of France here in a minute. Okay, maybe I can marry off my grandson, Edward. That's not my son, that's my grandson. My son, Prince Edward, who's 18, is the one that's in the Holy Order. It's my grandson that I can marry off. He's 21. We really need to take care of that. A Greek? Nah, that's not going to do us a lot of good. Norwegian. Excellent idea. It'd be nice to get on the good side with Norway. Alright, it's only a count in Norway, but that still works. Alright, I think it's time to go ahead and declare war on France. For my claim. Here we go. Alright, we're going to raise the whole army here. Get them merged as quickly as possible. We want that whole army in one spot, and then we're going to march on Anjou right away. Another knight. Okay. Where are we at on that? Ooh, nice. Grigor, 15. Let's do it. Count Malchus might join the Third Britannic claim on the county of Anjou as an enemy. Don't. Please don't. I have allies that I can call if it comes to that. I don't think it'll come to that. Aquitaine. Actually, we'll call Aquitaine. I'm not going to worry about the others, but it would be nice to get Aquitaine because he borders. And that at least will keep him busy with something. We got 23,000 men here. Let's march on Anjou. Okay, I see the French army over here. So what we're going to do is, as soon as we complete our siege, which is at most got another 2 months, we're going to go ahead and march against the French army, and maybe we defeat him in the field and make this go a little quicker. Perfect. Alright, let's go defeat this army in the field. Maybe we capture the French king if he's with them. Who's this faction? Eleanor of Kent and the Earl of Worcestershire. Not too worried about that. Take them 30 months to even be able to do anything. Another knight has arrived. Let's take a look at that. Excellent. Always good to try and recruit some new ones. Alright, hopefully we can hit this first army before he starts to move to join me. He's got some more men coming this way. I mean, we'll defeat him either way. I'm not too worried about that, but getting a head start's always good. Yeah, we've got him. Nice. Oh no! Prince Ealdwine, that's my son and heir. Did I have him fighting? He was killed in battle. Oh, I gotta be careful about that. I knew my grandsons were in the army, but I didn't realize my sons were. Especially my son and heir. So now my heir becomes Edward. So we've got to get him out of there. Let's go to the knights real quick here. We've got a Grigor, that's awesome. Alright, where's my grandson? My brother's here, and I've forbidden him. My heir, yeah. You're forbidden, dude. Get out of here, please. We're going to forbid Henry as well. Both my grandsons. Ugh. How did I miss that? Alright, let's make it worth it. So who killed him is the question. I think we can find that out. So King Aethelward of Wales is part of this. But who killed my son is the question. Okay, so he was killed by Wenzel right here, who had 51 kills in that fight. So this guy, we're going after. I'm going to start a scheme against him. He needs to die. Hopefully I'll capture him. But in the meantime, we're going to pursue this army. And we're going to hit him again. I don't even have a commander in this army. Harowald will take command of the army. Alright, my daughter can marry the Duke of Brabant. We're going to go ahead and do that. Matrilineal. Nah, it won't happen. That's okay. That's a good marriage. Marrying her into someone in the French royal family. Yeah, we knew that already. We're going for Paris. I'm trying to find his army. It's disappeared at the moment. Pay 100 to draw a map. Let's go ahead and see who we can add to this scheme to kill him. Nobody right now. Well then, as I make all the preparations necessary for Wenzel's departure from this world, I am interrupted by a page. The boar went and died without any help from me. So what happened? He died from his wounds. Satan must have been eager for his company. Good. So he must have died during the siege? I don't know. My daughter Elizabeth has given birth to a daughter. Harriswith. That's a good Anglo-Saxon name. Gained 300. Nice. Brother Prince Elfstan was taken prisoner by my brother, King Edward, after he won. So, brothers are fighting. Can't we all just get along, guys? Come on. Alright, we're about to take Paris. That did not do anything. We captured the King of France's wife, but we still are not any closer to victory. Where is the French army? He's down here. Okay. Let's get after him. Oh, this one's going to be a little closer than I'm really comfortable with. I hadn't realized I had lost that many men in my army. In fact, we may lose this. We're going to lose this battle. One of my knights was killed. We're going to have to get built back up. We're losing a lot of money, too. Heart of the family. Close family opinion builds up. Alright, so we lost that battle. Darn French. I tell you what. Dang, my nephew, the King of Wales, was killed in that battle too. Man, this has been a brutal series of conflicts in France for my family. Just not good at all. So who's the King of Wales now? It's I guess my grandnephew. Yeah, it is. King Ethelward II. He's 13 years old. Oh, all right. We got to get our army back over here. I'm going to disband them. It's going to take them 3 months to build back up, but in the meantime, I won't lose money. Oh, and just like that, I have died. So, Emperor Sinhelm, the Scholar of Britannia, 66 years old, has passed away after 38 years on the throne. I now continue as Emperor Edward III, my grandson. Long live the Emperor. All right, let's catch up with where things are, because there's a lot going on right now. First things first, we have to choose a lifestyle. Stewardship it is. Domain focus. Several empty council positions. Not necessarily great in some of these. I guess those aren't too bad. Alright, but now we inherit a war that's not going particularly well. We're going to call everyone we can to this war. And we've got 5 prisoners that can be ransomed. The Queen of France. What can we do to negotiate her release? She's going to join my court? I don't know about that. We could really tick him off and execute her. I'm not going to do that. We'll hang on to her for now. I don't have enough piety to call the Knights Templar, but I'd sure like to be able to do that. So here's what we're going to do. I don't know if I can go on a pilgrimage while I'm at war. I cannot. Okay. Because that would have been the ideal situation, would be to call them in. How about mercenaries? This is going to be expensive. Yeah. None of them are big enough to really make a difference. Now, I've got a faction that wants to do what? Autonomous vassals is what they want. I do not want to lower crown authority again. But this particular faction right here has some serious power. And that's obviously the one that we're dealing with. So I have no choice. Ugh. That really stinks. Alright, we're about to hit the French. If we can defeat this first army before he gets too far, and reinforcing him with the second one will be okay. Because he's going to outnumber me. And here he comes. The Battle of Grandmont. And it's not going real well. We keep finding ourselves. It's mainly because his commander is so much better than mine. That's what's killing me. And then as soon as he reinforces, we're done. Alright, you know what? Not worth it. Not worth it. If we surrender, what happens? I have to pay 1,100 to him. I lose my claim. When am I going to learn? France is just kicking my butt. Isn't this interesting? Princess Ida, 15. She is dear to him, but he hasn't said anything about his wife, who I also hold. Who's this here? My mother can marry. Okay. Let's marry her off to somebody interesting. Like an Irish duke. How's that? The other two I'll hang on to. What are these factions that keep getting created against me? They don't have enough power. My son and heir. Well, we've got to keep with the most common name we've been using all along the way. Edward it is. So I am 24 years old. I've now got my first child, Prince Edward Edwardson of Britannia. Heir to all kinds of things. So my father is dead. My mother is very much alive. My grandmother, the princess of the Byzantine Empire, is very much alive. And my grandfather was Prince Guy of France. Yeah, let's go ahead and do the pilgrimage thing now. Got a lot of money. Gonna go to Jerusalem for 700 gold. We're gonna build up that piety. That way, if we do go to war again, we can call one of those holy orders to help us out. Although they may not if I'm fighting against another Christian realm. I'm not entirely sure how that works. What's going on here? Holy Roman Empire. How did the Kingdom of Aragon end up with this territory up here? Interesting. Speaking of the Holy Roman Empire, there's the Kaiser Johann of the Holy Roman Empire. He's 4 years old. Who's his heir? This guy here. He's 56. That's pretty fascinating. Hey, now that we have a university, we can send children to it. That's pretty cool. Oh, I have to pay 1,185 to send. I'm not going to send my cousin to the university for 1,185. Are you kidding me? No freaking way. I'll send my son when the time comes. That is the only way that's happening. All right. Let's see how this pilgrimage ends up for us. We're at 522 in piety right now. I'm hoping we can at least get it up over 1,000. We keep seeing factions created and then immediately disbanded. I'm not entirely sure what that's about. But there's no faction that's really a threat to me right now. Alright, there we go. I've walked the holy path, and now I have 1,400 piety. Excellent. And once again, it keeps happening. Formed and immediately disbanded. Good to be home. Now what? We've gained a level of fame. Distinguished. Excellent. So the factions that we keep getting that automatically disband are all about installing Cuthberg on the throne. Not entirely sure what that's about, but I guess we're going to have to do something about her in order to deal with the issue. Renounce claims. Let's see if that will deal with the issue. Take the vows. We're going to have her renounce her claims and become a nun. We'll see if she accepts that. And if she does, she should no longer be the target of creating a faction. See ya. Alright, so my brother Henry is now married. Your vassal Duke William has insulted me gravely. Who is this? King Gilles of France. Jull of France, I guess it is. He had the audacity to call me a false spawn of hell in front of my court. I demand satisfaction. Yes, William will plead for your forgiveness publicly. I'm going to pay gold. Okay, we're being called by the 5-year-old Kaiser of the Holy Roman Empire to war. Did I not accept that? Man, I didn't realize that. Oh, I lost the level of fame because I didn't accept his call to war in time. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Oh, that's bad. I really kind of needed that. Alright, so my son and heir, Prince Edward, he's 2 years old. We're going to go ahead and send him to university. It's going to cost a ton of money, but he will get a better education than usual. And we can ask the head of faith for gold to make up some of what we lost. Thank you, Pope Stephanus IX. Alright, Holy Roman Empire is in tatters right now. Of course, they have a child on the throne, and they're in 4 different wars, including 2 for who will even be on that throne. So it's not a good time for them right now. They're winning 2 of the wars, they're losing 2 of the others. Okay, to my liege, the right to rule Britannia belongs to Duke Aelfstan of Strathclyde by divine right. No, it doesn't. Well, he's my uncle, so I mean I can see him making that claim. Dang, 373% of my power. Holy cow. Look at all the people who are in on this. All the kings under me. Edward. Oh my gosh. Just Duchess Eleanor alone has the ability to do this on her own, because she's got a bigger army than I do. No, I will not be threatened. Rally the troops. Alright, call allies to war. The Kaiser of the Holy Roman Empire, thankfully, will accept. We can call a Dynasty member by spending some points. I gotta find a better army commander when I raise my forces. Where are we gonna call him? I guess we're gonna have to call him over here somewhere. Let's see. So we'll move the rally point there to Devon. We'll raise the army. To the loathsome Emperor Edward, I will join. Thank you. It was my bad on not joining your war before. I apologize. So this might be a good opportunity, if I can manage to win this, to grab some counties off of some of my vassals. I want to look at this army. Harrowald's still our commander. I feel like we've got to probably have somebody better. Not really, because everybody else I could put in command of the army is against me. Good Lord. How in the world do my vassals have 54,000 soldiers at their command? How is that even possible? And what in the world am I going to do to stop an army like that? That's... I mean, the only chance we have is to hit them before they can join up. But what are the odds of that? There's a 17,000 man army right there. I mean, the only chance I've got is if, I don't even think the Holy Roman Emperor has an army that can compete with that, does he? He really doesn't, because he's already joined in, and that still only puts us at 29,000. We can call the Knights Templar. We've got the points to do. No, we're not at war of someone of a hostile faith. Oh, that's right. That is the problem. I was afraid of that. We can't afford mercenaries because my army is just already stretched beyond limit. Oh, what a nightmare. And the Holy Roman Emperor has just declared war on... Oh my gosh, he's asking me to join all his other wars. So he can't even afford to send troops to this war because he's already involved in a bunch of other ones. Ugh. What an absolute nightmare. He just asked me to join all his other wars. There's no chance that we have in this war at all. Alright, here comes my brother's army, the army of Dublin. I don't even know who I want to try and hit here. Even these armies, if they merge up, I have no chance. I'm going to try to hit the army of Dublin and defeat them if I can, before they can merge all these guys together. Now King Edward III has replaced me as the dynasty head. Jeez. This is just falling apart in the worst possible way. And now he's going to send his troops. I mean, the only good news is that we're defeating armies before they can all get together. The bad news is there's just too many of them. And they'll just keep throwing armies at me until I have nothing left. Alright, that was good. But it doesn't mean a whole lot. We killed 3,500 of his men. But you can see that still puts him at 52,000. Only chance I've got is to actually nail him, but I doubt that's going to happen. Ah, now I'm the dynasty head again. It just kind of bounces back and forth. Looks like another battle happening here. We're going to try to jump in and see if we can help out. Ah, he's got too many men. Oh my gosh, 22,000 men. We are so screwed. I feel like I'm probably just going to have to surrender this. I don't know what else to do, but I'm going to lose my throne. What will happen to me at that point is the question. Let's take a look and see what happens. I can't possibly win this war. Alright. Prince Aelfstan gets the Empire of Britannia. I become a vassal. At what rank? County? So what am I now? I'm the King of England. Oh my gosh. Oh, how nice of you to give me a seat on Britannia's council. Wow. I am now a mere king. Darn him. Alright, so now we begin to plot to get our empire back. My liege, 57-year-old Aelfstan. That is not going to be easy. We have to start winning over some of these fellow vassals for the sake of putting me on the throne. Okay. The question is, how are we going to get these other members to join? That'll be for the next episode, though, so let me know your thoughts about that. We have taken a major step back. I guess instead of trying to continually expand my kingdom, it would have been better just to keep an eye on things at home and hold on to what I already had. But that's a lesson that I've learned the hard way. Let me know your thoughts. Use the comment section below. Hit that like button, and we will see you again soon. Thanks for watching.